What is up, YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode of Your 5D Journey. My name is Lucas, and I'm here to help you upgrade yourself emotionally, spiritually, intellectually, financially, physically, everything that applies to your body and your realm of consciousness. I'm here to help. Of course, all of these videos are many times things pop up in my own flow. And well, this has been in flow for me for the last few days. I should share. So what happened yesterday was I worked the Holistic Fair in Fort Worth, and there was just this message that came in for over half the people that I saw of being really sensitive to the outside world, receiving constantly, taking everything in, people's thoughts, people's energy, people's emotions, people's situations, like taking all these external things into us and almost being like overflowed with energy, like where we just feel like there's this buzzing inside of us, and it can manifest as anxiety, it can manifest as depression, it can manifest as like frantic behavior, like not being able to be really focused and grounded in the moment and being off in a different world, like checking out a lot. And I kept getting this message over and over for people was, it's time to start expressing yourself. It's time to take all those thoughts and all those emotions, all those feelings that you've been having, and to start putting them out. And I feel like the biggest roadblock that so many of us face is that we spend so much time, I have spent so much time rephrasing my thoughts, reforming my words, taking whatever it is that I'm delivering as the main course and bringing in lots of good little side dishes and a delicious dessert to make them eat the main course. No, sometimes the best thing you can do, most times, is express yourself authentically. Just express it out. I feel like the biggest struggle that we face is like when we're angry or when we're sad or frustrated or disappointed, that we express ourselves to someone, but we only give them like 70, 80% of the expression. We leave some of it out. It might manifest as like small details we leave out that frustrated us. It might be that when we're expressing the emotion, we're only giving like partial, I'm seeing like a gas pedal in a car, like we're just barely speeding up. Like when you're angry, it's okay to express your thoughts and be angry while doing it. When someone really frustrates you and they've led you into like a state of depression from like letting you down, like especially like if it's like agreements you have with people and they're just not honoring and respecting what it is they know you need because either they just don't want to or maybe they don't know how because you didn't tell them. Like, it's so important to express yourself, because when we hold back, it's almost like leaving out evidence. And when you're presenting your case to someone and going, this is really bothering me, giving it to them fully, if they love you, and they have empathy and they're not a narcissist, they will empathize with you and they'll understand where your emotion and where your feeling is coming from. And being able to express, and part of it too is sometimes when we get angry or sad, our expression tends to spiral. Like I do this sometimes where when I get frustrated, like I come in, I'm itching because I know it's true. I come in with one problem, and if the person doesn't respond in the way that I want them to, or they're not really giving me what it is I need to feel like the issue's being resolved, I go to the next thing and the next thing, and before we know it, we're trailing back several different mistakes, and all of a sudden it's become just a bitch session and you're making them feel like crap because you're just projecting all your energy, and that's not true expression either. Like, it's in the moment, what you're feeling, what you're resonating with, what are your complete thoughts. And and also at the same time, the love side of it is that when we're expressing anger or sadness, is knowing that that person, more likely than not, they want us to be happy just as much as they want to be happy. And that's been a big message coming in for weeks. This is a side note for you guys, is that most of the time, definitely A- material of the times, like 90 to 93% of the time, people are doing what they can that's best. The majority of people are moving from a place of trying to be better. And it's so easy to get quick to judgment and to want to like frame them as like the bad guy and the villain, like this person's not meeting my needs, and then all this negativity around them not doing something. But I promise they probably are trying. And chances are, if you get to that point in a relationship, any type of relationship, where you're having to express anger and sadness, It's because the communication techniques and the expectations were not clearly outlined and agreed upon in the beginning, which is also your fault. I was talking to someone yesterday, and she had this victim line and just kept going. Like, no matter what I said, we went back to victim, and I can't. At some point I was like, we really have to take accountability for the fact that we set this up. Like, yeah, things happen to us, but we allow them to happen. In my other channel, Our 60 Journey, which has been on like complete pause for a while, I talk so much about what we allow in. We get little warnings. The way it's manifested for me is I'll see someone doing something to somebody else, and I'll think that, oh, that would never happen to me. They would never do that to me. And then they do. And we get those warning signs of what this person is capable of doing. And you got to set up clear techniques, clear expectations. Because if you're at the point of anger and sadness, it's because you didn't do that. So that's what's happening right now. I hope you guys are doing so well. That's the end of my lesson today, end of my episode. You guys have a great day. Express yourselves. Do it now. Bye for now.